Hello there, and welcome to my Bloons Tower Defense 5 channel. I'm Italian Ninja, and this is where I make attempts at defeating challenges I've set out for myself, make progress, and learn to get better at this game, and subsequently, life. If you enjoy this type of stuff, feel free to subscribe. If you comment, I'll shout you out. So, frig, I keep forgetting that I'm actually not playing today. So, I'm actually doing what I suggested. This is partially from Nick Van's suggestion. But I'm going to start with some shout-outs today, so you guys can just watch this in the background while I'm playing, as you normally do, I'm guessing. I'm going to shout out the Galaxy Gang. He asked a question. He says, what's the best strategy? I'll be honest, man. The best strategy is dependent on, I guess, a number of factors. First of all, which map you're going to play. Second of all, which difficulty you're going to play. Third of all, I guess it's maybe just those two things. It might be a couple more, but I just can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Pretty much what you want to try to do is just maximize the amount of popping power that you're going to get for the money spent. So you want to maximize output for input. And the input here is the money or cash that you're given, and the output is the popping power that you can provide. Now, point number 3 is actually the constituting elements that are required based on what's coming out of the start. So if you have Moabs and stuff that are coming out early, like I haven't played different levels, This is the only map I've played is Monkey Lane. So, and it has the same setup it has the same balloon. It has the same balloon elements that come out of the start of every round, and it's standardized, right? So I'm not sure if you go to a different level or if you go to a different map, if it has a different incoming balloons constituents. I'm trying to think of a good word to use, but I'll figure it out eventually. But you know what I mean? Like, the first round is all just red normal balloons. And after that, they kind of increase in strength, right? But if all of a sudden you go to a different map and they start with camo balloons, well, that changes your strategy quite a bit because you're going to need something that knocks out camo balloons right away, right? So that's what I mean. It's kind of a hard question to ask the Galaxy Gang, but that's how I'm going to answer it for now. I'm a pretty critical person, so if you narrow it down more and maybe as the content progresses, I might be able to answer that better for you, but as of right now, that's kind of my answer. So, yeah, shout out number 2 is Soul, my buddy. I'm the heart, he's the soul. He asked, why change the profile picture? I like that picture. It's the background screen on my phone, So I kind of like that bear, and I've seen I've never seen any grizzly bears in real life, but I've seen probably 3 or 4 black bears. That's one of the pictures that I really like. So I just decided, instead of having, I used to have, if anybody's wondering, I just went to Google and typed in Bloons Tower Defense 5, and the first thing that came up was a monkey that's just kind of standing there with a 10 on his chest, or his helmet, I think it is. It might be his helmet. And I just kind of picked that as my profile picture for the first 50 or so videos until I got about 100 subscribers. So now we're at 101. So we've actually broken the 100 subscriber barrier. Woo! That's me there clapping for myself. I put the microphone down for a second. I'm actually doing something a little different today. Hopefully you guys picked that up at the beginning of the video. But that rolls into my next shout out, Nick Van. I guess you said I could call you Nick, but I'm sure that you'll comment at some point in the future. So I should just call you Nick. I wanted to say that I'm glad that you're having some development yourself, and I do actually agree with what you mentioned, and I'm doing it right now currently. So I actually videotaped the video that you guys are currently watching. Because of Nick Van's suggestion, I am currently watching the video that I made last night that for whatever reason did not record the audio. I had the microphone plugged in and everything, but it didn't record my audio. So I guess that kind of annoyed me. I was just going to upload this one with the audio that I had from last night because I talked during the video, but it didn't record the audio. So this is my solution, and my solution here is that I'm just gonna friggin' I just literally am re-recording the same video. I'm just gonna add audio on top of that, and that's currently what I'm doing right now. So yeah, it's actually, I'll admit, Nick, it's actually quite a bit easier to talk while I'm doing this because I'm not so distracted by the levels and stuff like that. So I think this might actually be the new strategy for me to succeed. We'll see, you know. And I'm gonna try a different variety of video lengths and, you know, strategies and all kinds of stuff, because I can do all that stuff not on video, and I can kind of just run through a bunch of different stuff and hopefully record most of it or record all of it, right? If I get some interesting content, then I can actually audio record over it and tell some stories and, you know, do shout outs and maybe explain some of the stuff that's going on. So yeah, that's the general strategy for how this is gonna go from here forward, because say you guys don't know what I actually said last night because it didn't get posted. So what I was actually saying last night is that I think that the strategy that I took to get to 100 subscribers is going to have to change drastically to get to 1,000. So I'm going to work on that because it feels like that's my goal. That's my objective, you know, kind of as a content creator. I have to adapt to the circumstances that are put in front of me, and that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, thank you guys for the suggestions, like I said. Oh, I'm gonna make a comment here to my buddy here, I'm with Milk. You made a comment 2-3 days ago about the music, and I'm gonna get to that at some point. The copyright music thing's a little bit, or copyright free music thing's a little bit more complicated than the just audio recording over a video thing, so that's why I'm getting to this one first. But there's that I'm going to get to. I'm going to get to try and add some music into the background just to have some background music. And then the other thing was, you mentioned the Bloon Jitsu. Oh, dude, like, I totally discovered this last night for myself too. I was just playing, and all of a sudden I ended up getting a Bloon Jitsu. I was like, I got the money for it. What if I just get it? And I had like smooth sailing for like 12 rounds, and I was like, oh, I think I've been doing overkill on some of the other stuff. Like, I like having my lightning bolt, obviously. Monkey Engineer has been really useful, especially the cleansing foam, and I'm starting to utilize the balloon traps quite a bit. I'm really getting into the Monkey Village. Monkey Village is really fun, especially because it forces you, when I'm going Monkey Town and I have to try to save the 12 grand to save up for it so that I can actually get it, it changes. Oh, what is... I don't know how far this video's in. I'm actually not sure. It says it's at 1 out of 1537, but I don't know, that doesn't seem right. I don't know, I guess we're just going to have to see what level I get to here. Why is it taking so long for me to start the rounds? I must be talking, but that won't occur so much when I'm on my own, or when I'm doing this by myself. So we'll see how everything goes here. But now I'm watching the video instead of just talking so much. So I clearly, if everybody's watching instead of just listening, I mess up around. So after 45, when I'm doing this, when I'm talking during the videos, I tend to have a hard time focusing on the actual video or on talking itself while playing. So, you know, I think it's a really good idea to do it separately. But as of right now, what I normally have issues with when I am talking is once I get past 45, 46 is a little bit difficult. 46 is easy. 47 is kind of hard, and 49 is hard. And then after that, kind of like the levels I got to look out for, like 54, 60, 63, And then after that, it's like 70 and 77. I got these rounds kind of memorized, and a big part of why I have it all memorized is because I've done this so many times over and over and over and over again. So yeah, this is what it takes to make progress in anything significant, guys. So I know it might seem boring from the outside, but just remember that discipline is what builds great things. So that's just a tip of advice for anybody. Yeah, I've really made some developments in my strategies too. If you guys go back and watch like my videos, let's say from like, 0 to 10 in this series, I think we're at video 45 now. I mean, I wasn't using helis at all. I also would like to try to use some more planes, but I just don't see the plane as being exceptionally useful right now. If somebody has some kind of piece of advice on that, though, if, there's like if I'm missing like a nuke dropper or something, that destroys all Moabs all at once, you let me know, but I can't tell. Also, I was reading. I was reading one of your comments. I go back and read it. I try to read it before I'm gonna play sometimes, just so that I can remind myself of some of the things that you say. One of the things that you did say was for the Moab Mauler, or I can't remember if it's the Moab Mauler or it's the step up from that. I can't click on it right now because I'm not actually playing the game, so I can't actually look. But I can't remember if it's the step up from the Moab Mauler. It's anyway, it's like a 2-4 bomb tower, right? So when you have a 2-4 bomb tower, I think you were mentioning that. Oh, this is see, I'm gonna lose here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll keep talking just to finish up what I was gonna say, and then maybe we'll go there from the video. We'll end it there. Oh, I didn't actually lose. I thought I was gonna lose. It looked like I was gonna lose. I felt it. Anyway, so you had mentioned for the bomb tower to go 2-4, and then you said that it has some kind of special ability. I don't know exactly how to access it if it does have a special ability. Clicking below the cell doesn't do anything. I might have to reread your comment again just to try to refresh my memory and see if that's actually the right spot that I'm supposed to click. But if it does have a special ability, I'd be really glad. I've never noticed, I do know that like Super Monkeys and Super Monkey fan clubs. So that's the thing about Super Monkeys. I'm not going to get into it too much here because I don't think this video is going to go on too much longer. I can't tell exactly, but I have never been a fan of Super Monkeys. If somebody can sway my opinion on that, and maybe give me the proper strategy, I'm open to be swayed. But from my estimation, their popping power to cost ratio is null. Like, you get way better value out of things like ninjas and monkey apprentices, bomb towers. I know that some people will say that Bloon Chipper is a support unit, and it is really good for thinning out waves, but I will absolutely stand by the Bloon Chipper in terms of it just being overpowered as hell. Like, I feel like if I had to take one unit, so probably my top unit is definitely the Ninja. If I had to rank them in order, I'd go Ninja Monkey top would be my top unit, and then I think Bloon Chipper is actually number 2. It's that and Monkey Apprentice. I don't really think I'm actually the biggest fan of the Monkey Engineer, but it is fairly useful for what I'm doing. I really don't like Glue Men, and but I will say I didn't like Bloon Chippers at the beginning either. So this, I am adapting with the content, and I'm willing to learn and grow. I like to stay away from banana farms, monkey villages. I have only gotten into because of how useful they are, and so having a monkey village it places a constraint on the game for me, though, which it's not the worst thing in the world, but it just places a constraint where I try to keep all of my towers within the same thing. Oh, see, there you go. I'm with Milk. I actually got the Bloon Jitsu guy here too, so you could see that. I just noticed that. You probably noticed that before, but I was just pointing that out. Now that I'm actually just watching, I feel like I'm watching myself. This is actually probably going to be a pretty effective way for me to analyze my own videos and get better with just myself. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is a really good idea. I didn't realize how good of an idea it was until right now. So, yeah, I guess I should say I should probably end that here. I only got to round 63. I'm sure we'll get to higher rounds in the future, and I'm gonna try to record some more of the videos, like I said, separately, and then I'll re-record them with audio. So, yeah, I just want to say I want to thank everybody for watching. Subscribe if you're interested in this type of stuff. I'm gonna be telling some more stories, and I'll be analyzing the videos more in depth now that I can. I don't have to multitask as much. So, yeah, I could see that this is a good development in the content, and I could see that this is maybe one of the steps that's gonna get me to 1,000 subscribers. So, thank you guys for watching, and come back tomorrow for another one. Bye.